Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things. And today's video is going to be looking back on all of my favorites that I mentioned in my spring 2020 favorite videos for March, April, and May last year. It's kind of weird because that was like the real beginning of quarantine. Like March last year was when it all started. So the favorites I have here are interesting considering. Also, I realized like half my nail polish is gone and I like really meant to redo them before filming, or at least take off what I had, and I completely forgot, so oops. Also, I actually have not filmed a favorites video, I think, since I did like my best of 2020 videos at the end of last year. So there's that. Need to work on that. I definitely have a list compiling, and it's funny because like the list has been compiling since like the beginning of the year. So it's kind of a lot. Maybe I'll film one by the end of this month. We'll see how time works. But if you guys are interested in seeing what my favorites were last spring, and if they're still products I am actively using today, then keep on watching. Let's go. So I did put on a few of these items today. I could not actively put everything on because some things are like overlapping categories of products. The concealer I'm wearing today is this one from Revlon, and this is their Candid Concealer. I have this in the shade 10 Vanilla. I do like this concealer, so will I say it's my all-time favorite? No. I also, in March, I was not pregnant yet, and I feel like once I got pregnant and like sleep just stopped happening and hasn't ever come back, my dark circles have become a lot more pronounced. So I think back then I was looking for something a lot more creamy, whereas now I like to get a little extra coverage. Looking in a mirror, like, it's not the worst. I would say it's like a good medium coverage. It doesn't make my under eyes look super dry or anything, which is nice. So like, it's nice and I like it, but I would not say this is necessarily like my top of the top anymore. I don't actually know if I have a top of the top. I have not found anything that I super love. I don't know. I always feel like my under eyes just look bad no matter what I put under there. So that is life, I suppose. The next is the blush I'm wearing today, and this is 100% still a favorite. I wear this all the time. First of all, it's a cream blush, which I can't tell you the last time I put a powder blush on. Yeah, I can't stop with the cream blush. But this is my MAC Glow Play blush in the shade So Natural. This is probably my most used blush of the year 2020. This formula is so easy to work with. Like, all I do is I tap my sponge in here and I tap it on my face. It is a cream, but it like performs like a powder. I don't know, it's so easy to use. And I'm really jealous because I did see a lot of people finding these at TJ Maxx over the last year or so, but I just haven't been able to shop for makeup in TJ Maxx since I don't remember how long. And so I would love to get another shade of this. I just love this formula so much, but haven't been able to. The next product is literally a product I use every single day. It's probably, of this entire video, like the one thing that like I know I can't live without, and I have repurchased it already. It's the Waterproof Physicians Formula Eye Booster. This is the eyeliner I wear every single day. It lasts all day. I would say like it is long wearing. I don't know. It must be waterproof. I would say like, though, if I was like sleeping, it does sometimes wear off like where my head is rested, but it is really long wearing. Like I really have to go in there at the end of every night and get it all off, but especially for having a baby, like this makes me look more alive, having this wing eyeliner on every day. That's all I know. Next is a brush set I got in my BoxyCharm, and that was this set from Alamart. These are great brushes. I still use these all the time. I will say of the three, I definitely use these two the most. I like to use this one for setting. I like to use this one for a bronzer or blush. This one this more like interesting brush I do like to use for bronzer. I haven't in a while, but I still like these. The Alamar brushes are really good quality, so I still am glad to have those. The last product I mentioned in March is the Zote soap. So I actually finished one of these up last year, which is impressive because these are really big, but I like to use these for brush cleaning. Well, one step of my brush and sponge cleaning. To be completely honest, I haven't used it in a while because, well, I've only cleaned my brushes and sponges once this year so far. But also in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale in the fall, I don't even remember, I got the Beauty Blender Solid, which is a lot easier for cleaning sponges, so I've been using that. And then I also, for my brushes, to make it easier, after having the baby, got the Sigma brush cleaner. which has been great. So I haven't been reaching for this because this still takes a little bit more effort when cleaning, but it's definitely a really good affordable option for brushes and sponges. But so I still recommend it, and I have repurchased it. I actually bought like a 3-pack the last time I repurchased it, so I have one open right now. But yeah, I still recommend it, but I have to be more fuel efficient right now than cost friendly, basically. Oh, you know what? I should have swatched the Glow Play because I wanted to show you, like, it is a cream, but when I kind of go like this, it completely like blends out, so you don't have to worry about it budging throughout the day. And I've currently had my makeup on 4 hours right now. Had to do some math there. Big fan of that. I wanted to swatch this because it's not the only blush in this video, so I wanted to have comparisons. Hopping into April, the first product I had in April was the Moroccan Oil Hair Color Depositing Mask, because I dyed my hair kind of reddish pink last April for fun during quarantine. I really like this. I haven't used it since. Haven't really had time to play with fun dyes. It didn't stick to the brown in my hair, but I had a lot of blonde towards the bottom that it adhered to for maybe, I want to say 3 to 4 washes until it washed out completely. I still would totally recommend that if you are somebody who's scared of hair dye, but has always wanted to do something fun and you just want to have it for temporary reasons. It's nice. It's a hair mask, so it also nourishes your hair when you're, you know, technically dyeing it, which is nice. So I would still totally recommend that product. The next is this, which is the Yes To Scalp Relief Pre-Shampoo Scalp Scrub. I wouldn't say that my mind has changed on this, but let me explain. I still like this. I think it's a really nice scalp scrub. It is really good. It does what it's supposed to do. However, I just don't have time for this. Because it's a pre-shampoo scalp scrub, I don't have time to shampoo my hair 2 times, basically. I would much rather use a shampoo that also has a scalp scrub, like the one from Nature Lab Tokyo. I can link that one down below. I think they sell it at Ulta, but I just don't have time for the extra step. That's just the truth. This is an affordable product. It does work really well if you have the time to do 2 rounds of shampooing, but I don't right now, so I don't do it too often. The next is this styling mousse. This is the Eva NYC Magic Mane 10-in-1 styling mousse. I still really like this. I very rarely put mousse in my hair anymore. I have literally straightened my hair 1 time on Mother's Day since having my daughter. I don't have time for hair. When it comes to my pamper time, I'd much rather do my makeup than my hair like this. This is dry shampoo, hairbrush, throw it up. That's what this hairstyle is today. So this is a really good mousse. I do like it. It's the best one I've ever used. I just don't have time to use it anymore. Next is the Ofra collab they did with Samantha March last year. This is the, I have the original. I think this was called the Start Inspired highlight that has Pillow Talk and Star Island in it. She did actually this year do another collab with a whole palette, and she was able to make her own highlighter this year, which I'm actually wearing the highlighter on my eyes today. Big fan of this palette. It also came with the River Bronzer. The matte side of the River Bronzer is in this palette. I'm wearing the matte side of the bronzer today. And then this was the other blush I was talking about. This is the Chiclet blush. It has a shimmer, a matte, or you can mix them together. And the shimmer is in this palette. So we have shimmer, matte, combination. So that's the 3 color options right there. And she came out with 2 lip products in that collection. So she came out with Story, which is a liquid lipstick. Ofra does make one of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas. So I honestly this year haven't been wearing liquid lips as much. I've mainly been wearing gloss. So I love the Ofra glosses. The Ofra gloss is literally one of my favorite formulas, and she came out with Millie last year, which is like an icy one. But this year she added 2 more to her collab, and now we have Peony. I know these aren't from last spring, but I just wanted to throw them in for comparison. So we have Peony, which is like a pretty pinky gloss, really, really nice. And also Queen, named after her dog Aries, which is more like a bronzy one. Big fan of these. Anyway, I am still a big fan of the Ofra Samantha March collab. Really like this year's collab. It came with stickers, so I decorated my palette. But yeah, Ofra in general makes great products. I mean, sometimes like a shade might not be like my ideal shade, but overall like the quality of the products are always fantastic. Next I had this lipstick, which I have not worn a lipstick I feel like this entire year, but this is the e.l.f. Sheer Slick Lipstick in the shade Orange Crush. I'm just gonna swipe underneath on this side. It is a very like juicy formula, I guess you could say, but like it's like very, very like summery. Maybe I will whip it out this summer. I'm still a really big fan of that formula. Like it's probably my favorite e.l.f. lip formula at the moment. The gloss I'm wearing today though is this one from Persona, and this is their Shortcake gloss. This is such a nice gloss. I wound up getting this last spring in their 21 Days of Beauty sale. But like, look at that color. Like it's such a comfy, like nourishing feeling gloss. I really like it. And it smells like icing, which is awesome. But those are all the lip products in this video, so I'm gonna really quick wipe this all off before I get stuck to things. But one last look at all the lip swatches. The other product I really wound up enjoying that I got in last year's Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale is this blush from Nabla. The shade is called Truth. So I think this is actually technically one of their highlighters, but it works as a blush for me. This is my favorite powder blush formula. I haven't worn a powder blush in quite a minute right now, but it's right there. I like basically swatched it almost on top of the MAC, but it's so pretty and glowy, and it's a baked formula, so I feel like it sits really well on top of the skin. I so wanted to get the bronzer the last time that it was on sale, but the shade that would have worked on me was completely sold out like first thing in the morning. But I really want to try more Nabla. This is the only thing I've tried from the brand so far, and I absolutely love it. Okay, we only have a couple things in May, so I completely missed this when I was getting ready today. I would have totally used it otherwise, but I forgot that this was on the list. But this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I feel like I've talked about this a lot on my channel, but this is such a good setting powder, and I cannot believe it's at the drugstore. A lot of people compare it to the loose highlighter from Hourglass, which I've used that one, and I guess it is. I don't really remember what I thought of that powder, honestly, but it's such a good loose powder. Like, I think it kicks a lot of high-end powders butts, personally. The next I do not have with me, so I'll insert a picture, and that's the Eva NYC Dry Shampoo. I think I went through 2 full-size bottles of this one last year. It's great. I feel like I talk about Eva NYC so much, like you would think I'm sponsored by them or something because I talk about them all the time, but I just love their products. Like it's exciting when I find a hair care brand that like more than one product works really well for me, and this brand just really has it. I love their dry shampoo. It's, in my opinion, it's the best drugstore dry shampoo that you can find. Eva NYC always is on sale at Ulta, and I really enjoy it. Next was my tanning mitt. I don't even know if you can still get this tanning mitt. This is one of the tanning mitts from Saint Tropez. It was like a fuzzier kind of feeling, so I felt like it applied my tan a lot better. I haven't been using mousse self-tans this summer because I don't have time to let things develop and all that stuff. So I've been using more just like tanning lotions, but I still like this one. I mean, my favorite self-tanner in general is the 1 Hour Advanced from Saint Tropez. I don't know if I'll be using it anytime soon, but I still do enjoy this mitt. The last product I also do not have, I will insert a picture here. It is the First Aid Beauty Weightless Mineral SPF. Still recommend it, still really like it. Currently, I'm using the Super Goop Glow Screen, and I don't love it. It's a matte SPF, so I feel like I really have to moisturize under it before I put it on. And then if I'm going in with makeup, like right now I'm wearing the Fenty Ease Drop, and like that needs like a hydrating primer for me. So having like a matte glowy sunscreen doesn't really matter when I still have to go in with something hydrating over top. So I don't know, it's just, that one's not my favorite, but I really do like the First Aid Beauty one. I really think that's a good one. I do need a little bit of a self-tan to use it, but if I am self-tan this summer, I wouldn't be against getting it. That's for sure. But yeah, those were all of my favorite products from last spring. Definitely let me know, what kind of favorite video would you like to see out of me? Would you just like a general, like anything I've been loving favorites? Do you only want to see a beauty favorites? Do you want it separated, beauty and lifestyle together? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys really are digging these days. And yeah, that is it for this video. As usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys!